Have you ever been sitting on the couch, working at your desk, or even lying in bed, and suddenly your cat walks up and rubs its face all over you? It might seem cute, maybe even a little strange, but to your cat, this behavior means a lot more than most people realize. When a cat rubs its face on you, it is not random. It is not just affection, and it is definitely not meaningless. In fact, this small act can reveal how your cat sees you, how safe it feels around you, and even what kind of bond the two of you truly share. So if your cat does this often, you may be receiving one of the clearest messages a cat can give. In this video, we are going to break down exactly why cats rub their face on you, what they are trying to say, and when this sweet behavior might actually signal something deeper. Let's get into it. Section 1, it starts with scent. To understand why cats rub their face on you, you first need to understand something important about how cats experience the world. Humans rely heavily on sight and sound. Cats do use those senses too, but scent plays a huge role in how they identify people, places, and even emotional security. Cats have scent glands in several parts of their body, especially around the cheeks, chin, forehead, and lips. When they rub their face against you, they are releasing pheromones from those glands onto your skin, clothes, or even your hair. These pheromones are not something you can smell, but to your cat, they are incredibly meaningful. They function almost like a message, and that message often says, "You are familiar. You are safe. You are mine." This is one of the biggest reasons cats rub their face on people. They are marking you with their scent, not in a hostile or aggressive way, but in a social and emotional way. It is their version of placing you inside their trusted world. So while you may think your cat is just being adorable, your cat may actually be saying, "I know you. I trust you. You belong with me." 2. Your cat is claiming you as part of its safe zone. When cats rub their face on furniture, walls, corners, or door frames, they are often marking parts of their territory. But when they rub their face on you, the meaning becomes much more personal. Your cat is not just marking space, it is marking a relationship. Cats are careful animals. They do not casually expose vulnerability. In the wild, survival depends on being alert, cautious, and selective. So when your cat chooses to come close enough to press its face into your hand, leg, or cheek, that is a big deal. It means your presence feels safe. It means your cat sees you as part of its comfort zone. And that is important because cats do not create emotional safety with everyone. This is why some cats rub on one family member more than others. It is not always because that person feeds them the most. Sometimes it is because that person feels the calmest, safest, or most predictable. To a cat, safety is everything. So if your cat rubs its face on you often, especially when it seems relaxed, slow, and content, you are probably more than just a caretaker in its eyes. You are part of its secure world. 3. This is also a form of affection. Now let's talk about the part most cat owners love hearing. Yes, face rubbing is often a sign of affection. Cats do not show love in the same way dogs do. They are usually more subtle, more quiet, more selective. A dog may jump, wag, lick, or demand attention loudly. A cat tends to say, "I care about you," in softer ways. Face rubbing is one of those ways. When cats greet other cats they trust, they often rub faces or cheeks together. This behavior is called bunting, and it is commonly seen between cats that share a strong social bond. So when your cat does this to you, it may be treating you the same way it would treat a close feline companion. That is actually a huge compliment. Your cat is not just touching you, it is greeting you with familiarity and warmth. This is especially true if the face rubbing happens alongside other affectionate behaviors, like purring, slow blinking, following you around, sitting near you, or curling up beside you afterward. In other words, face rubbing is often your cat's way of saying, "I'm happy you're here," and for a species known for being emotionally selective, that message carries real weight. 4. Your cat may be mixing its scent with yours. Here is something many owners do not realize. When your cat rubs its face on you, it may also be trying to create a shared scent profile. That sounds fancy, but the idea is simple. Cats like things that smell familiar. Familiar scent means comfort, stability, and reduced stress. By putting its scent on you and taking in your scent at the same time, your cat may be blending the two together in its mind. This creates a sense of social connection. It is almost like your cat is reinforcing the bond every time it rubs against you. That is why some cats rub on you right after you come home. You left, your scent changed. The environment shifted. So your cat walks up and immediately rubs your hand, your legs, or your face. It may look like a greeting, and it is, but it is also your cat re-establishing the familiar bond. It is saying, there you are, let me make things feel right again. That small ritual can be deeply comforting for cats, especially those who are strongly attached to their owners. 5. Sometimes IT is a request for attention. Of course, not every face rub is purely emotional. Sometimes your cat wants something. Cats quickly learn which behaviors get a response from humans. And if rubbing its face on you makes you talk to it, pet it, feed it, or give it attention, your cat may use that behavior intentionally. This does not make the action fake. It just means the behavior can have multiple layers. For example, your cat might rub against your legs in the kitchen right before mealtime. It might push its cheek into your hand while staring at you. Or it may gently headbutt your arm while you are distracted by your phone or laptop. In these cases, face rubbing may be both affectionate and strategic. Your cat knows this works. It gets your attention in a calm, socially positive way, and because cats tend to prefer routines, this can become part of how they communicate daily needs. So sometimes the message is not just, I love you. Sometimes it is, I love you, and also, please fill my bowl. 6. Head bumps and face rubs are not exactly the same. A lot of people group all of this behavior together, but there can be a slight difference between face rubbing and head bunting. Face rubbing usually involves the cheeks, chin, or side of the mouth gliding along your body or hand. Head bunting is more like a gentle push with the forehead. Both are affectionate. Both involve scent glands. Both usually reflect trust. But head bunting often feels a little more intentional, almost like a direct social gesture. It can be your cat's way of greeting you, requesting interaction, or reinforcing closeness. Some cats do both in one sequence. They push their forehead into you, then drag their cheek along your hand or leg. That combination is often a very strong sign of bonding. So if your cat gives you gentle head bumps followed by cheek rubs, you are probably seeing one of the most positive forms of feline social behavior. That is your cat choosing connection. 7. Why some cats do it more than others. Not every cat rubs its face on people with the same frequency. Some cats do it constantly, others only do it occasionally, and some almost never do it at all. This difference usually comes down to personality, past experiences, socialization, and comfort level. A highly social, confident cat may rub on you many times a day. A shy or recently adopted cat may take weeks or months before showing this kind of behavior consistently. That does not necessarily mean one cat loves more than the other. It just means they express themselves differently. Cats, like people, have individual emotional styles. A cat that rarely rubs faces might show trust in other ways, like sleeping near you, slow blinking, exposing its belly briefly, or simply choosing to stay in the same room. So if your cat does rub its face on you often, that is wonderful. But if it does not, do not panic. The bigger question is whether your cat seems comfortable, relaxed, and connected in its own unique way. 8. When face rubbing can signal something else. Most of the time, face rubbing is completely normal and healthy. But there are a few situations where it may be worth paying closer attention. If your cat suddenly starts rubbing its face excessively on objects, floors, furniture, or on you far more than usual, it could sometimes be linked to irritation, itchiness, or discomfort around the face. Issues like dental pain, skin irritation, ear problems, allergies, or even stress can sometimes change how often a cat rubs or presses its face. You should especially notice if the behavior comes with other warning signs, such as scratching the face a lot, shaking the Head signs of pain when eating. Bad breath, discharge from the eyes or nose, patches of fur loss, sudden agitation or hiding. In those cases, it is smart to monitor the behavior and speak with a vet if it continues. Because while face rubbing is usually a sign of trust and affection, any dramatic change in behavior deserves attention. Your cat's body language always makes more sense when you look at the full picture. 9. How you should respond when your cat does this. So what should you do when your cat rubs its face on you? The best response is simple: stay calm, be gentle, and respond in a way your cat enjoys. You can softly pet your cat around the cheeks, head, or chin if it likes touch there. You can talk gently. You can acknowledge the interaction without overwhelming it. What matters most is that your cat feels safe continuing the behavior. Do not grab, squeeze, or overstimulate your cat just because it came close. Many cats love initiating affection more than being restrained. Think of face rubbing as an invitation. Your cat is opening a small door to connection, and when you respond respectfully, that bond gets stronger over time. These repeated little moments can become one of the clearest signs that your cat truly trusts you. So why do cats rub their face on you? Because scent is how cats build familiarity. Because trust is how cats build closeness. And because in their own quiet way, many cats use face rubbing to say something powerful: you are safe to me. Sometimes it is affection, sometimes it is bonding, sometimes it is communication, and sometimes it is your cat's way of making sure you carry a little piece of them wherever you go. So the next time your cat walks up and presses its cheek against you, do not dismiss it as just a cute habit. You may be receiving one of the most sincere signs of feline trust there is if your cat rubs its face on you all the time. Let me know in the comments when it usually happens: when you wake up, when you come home, or right before dinner. And if you love learning what your cat's behavior really means, subscribe for more videos that help you understand your cat on a deeper level. See you in the next video.